guys. Okay, so happy Wednesday, and I am canning today. And I posted a picture last night of this new method that I saw Linda over at Linda's Pantry do, and that I really wanted to try it. I believe she learned it from A Road to the Farm. If you guys are not subscribed to The Road to the Farm, I'm going to leave a link up above in a card. Go over, check out her channel. I'm pretty new to her channel, but I just love her. She's such a sweetie. She also is a pain warrior. She has fibromyalgia. So I'm really enjoying her channel, even though I'm still relatively new over there. So I posted a picture of my jars and doing the overnight soaking method with 1 cup of beans per jar, and then letting them sit overnight. And I'm going to test it out. I'm going to see how I like it. So far, I really like it. And I'm going to zoom you around because there's no use in you guys looking at my face. And so let me zoom you around here and get you aimed down. So last night I laid out, I have 13 jars because I ran out of beans and I didn't feel like opening up a bag just for 1 jar. So what I did is I put 1 cup. Now in this I have garbanzo beans, and in this one I have pinto. These are quart jars. I put 1 cup of beans, dry beans per jar, and then I filled them to the 1-inch headspace just with some cool, clear, clean water, and I let them sit overnight. And as you can see, they have plumped up beautifully. And then what I did is I took them over to my sink. Well, I took 7 of them over to my sink, and over here is where I dumped out the water. I rinsed out and cleaned out the jars really well. I also then gave the beans a nice good long rinse, 1 jar at a time, and then I went ahead and I scooped all the beans back in its original jar, which is over here. And then I covered it with boiled water from my pot. And there we have it. So now what I'm doing is I'm just cleaning off the rims and putting them in my canner, which is already warming up. So the water in here is just about to the simmer point. So hot water, hot canner, hot water. That's what I'm filling my jars with. And then I'm just gonna dump out the rest of this water just to kind of get it out of my way. And then I'm gonna go ahead and put them in my jars, or in my canner. So I've already gone over those with some vinegar water. Let me get the lids. And the lids have already been cleaned. All right, so lids have already been cleaned. I did not soak them this time though. So we're gonna try it this way, and we'll see what happens. You know, if I have some failures, they'll just go in my fridge, and I will use them for dinner. But we're gonna give it a test go. Now I have a 921 All-American canner. So I can fit 7 quarts in mine, and I will show you. And there you have it. So they're all in there. You can see that steam is coming now off that water. So I'm going to go ahead and get my lid on here. And get this secured down. Now, I know people were asking me last night how I like this method using the jars, and I don't know yet because it's my first time. So we'll see how I like the consistency of the bean. But I say it was a lot easier doing it this way than it was doing it where you soak them in a big pot, because I don't know about you guys, but Mama, Sing's on. Oh, it's on? Okay. I got a movie Sing on for the kids. So it's about to, I gotta hit play for them. I'm gonna crank this down. We'll see how I like the consistency of this, but so far this was a lot easier than soaking them in a big bowl, which I don't know about you guys, but I don't have like a really big bowl that I can just like soak with. You know what I'm saying? Like, I usually have to, there we go, now I have you in my sink, in my window. I usually have to put them in a, you know, a big pot to soak in. So putting them in the jars to soak was a lot easier, I have to say. So I did enjoy that aspect of it. We'll see how the consistency goes. I think as long as you remember to soak them the night before, you should be okay. And I also, well, let me get you back out of the window and show you what I did yesterday. So last night before going to bed, I canned this up because I made, I ended up making tacos for dinner. So I cooked up taco meat, and then before I added the taco seasoning, I pulled out, I would say probably about 3 pounds here, about 1.5 pounds in each pint and a half jar. And you can see the fat did rise to the top. That's no problem. When I go ahead and I use this jar, I just spoon off the fat on the top. Not a big deal. I just can this up in some au jus, which is what I call the broth that I make, because as you can see, it's dark and it's beautiful. And I added some onions. That's what the sediment is on the bottom, is all onions, and floating around is onions. I added dehydrated onions to that. I got 2 jars of that, so I can open that up and I can use that for roast beef to dip, you know, warm up and dip it, roast beef sandwiches in. I can use it when I make pot roast. I can use it in ground beef that I cook up like this. I can open a jar of this and open a jar of this, combine it, and that's what I use for loose meat hamburgers. How I make it, I just use my beef base, and then I added some dehydrated onions, a little bit of black pepper. You can add some garlic and some onion to it. You can also add some soy sauce to it, but I've noticed that when you pressure can with the soy sauce, it gets really, really strong. So I just eliminate that, and I basically just keep it beef and onion mainly. So that's how I make it super easy. Bring it to a boil, and that is it. So I made that. So that is going to go on my pantry shelf once I get these rings off, and I inspect the jars, give them a nice hot soapy bath in some hot water and vinegar. And that's it. So that's what I'm up to today. I'm going to do these beans. Like I said, so far, so good on the method. I really like this way a lot better than I do using a big pot.
Mina's touching the TV.
Oh, Mina's touching.
Mina turned off the movie.
Oh, okay. I'll be in. Let me finish up here, and I will be in, and we'll press play. All right, guys. So I better go and get these canned, because I have a second session I gotta do, and then I gotta start prepping for dinner. So I hope everybody's having a good Wednesday. Allison came by today and brought me a birthday gift from her and her mom Sarah, which is this Carly, which I love, along with this Joy. Oh, I love it. It's so comfortable. So at least I'm canning in comfort. So all right, guys, I'm gonna let you go. I could talk your ear off, but kids want to watch a movie. So, all right, guys, I'll talk to you later. Bye.